Hi everybody, T-Witty here. Welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. Last time, when we left off, we had just arrived at the South Seattle docks. Our only real lead, apart from finding a photo of Sam and his sister in the bunk at the Seamstresses Union, is that the Ripper has struck again. Let's have a look. Streetwalker. Lone Star Guard. The guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You looking to get dusted, street scum? I'm working with the coroner, Bronze. Open the gate. I'm here to see the body at the NTSB warehouse. I'm the new maintenance guy. This is my first day. Etiquette security. I'm special assistant to the coroner. You met him, right? He needs me to get things off tall shelves for him. What, you like looking at dead bodies? Sicko. Get out of here before I call for backup. Okay. A ladder? Hey, that's mine! Who raised you, a pack of wolves? That there ladder is rightfully mine. Can I borrow it for a few minutes? I could use your intestines as a rope instead. I'm not taking it far, I just need a little boost over the fence. Oh, you breaking into the NTSB warehouse too? If you see any of them airplane blankets or pillows, snag me one. Not bad. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Not me, a friend of mine. I need you to have some fun with the guard by the fence around the corner. Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old crap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. She looks at you knowingly. Alright, 20 buys you a 5-minute distraction. Then I've got to get back to work and earn some real nuyen. That's a big gun you have there. Standard issue, ma'am. Karma gained, 3. I don't think 3's enough for me to do anything with yet. It's kind of neat, though. Hey, goodies. Phosphorus grenade. Fichetti concussion grenade. I don't know if I've seen a phosphorus grenade. Damage 8, AoE 2. Packed with phosphorus, this grenade explodes, causing an additional minus 4 HP for 3 rounds. Can I only carry 6 items? That's going to end up being a problem. Wow, okay, that looks like it for this map. Let's head on through to the next one. You're about to transition to a new location. Continue. Fuck yeah. The warehouse. Inside the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings adorned with girders and rickety catwalks top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet a concrete floor. This is a place for storing things and nothing more. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. In the center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. It seems this case hasn't leaked to the press, yet. Lone Star or no, you've got a job to do. New objective. Speak with Sergeant Aguirre. You again. How'd you find out about this murder? The press hasn't even picked it up yet. I have my sources. Listen, officer, I'm just trying to do right by a client. Mind if I look around? I read some tea leaves. Magic is real, you know. Dresden called me. You two dating or something? Let me save you some time. This one is open and shut. I've already gone through the researcher's computer. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. NTSB? The National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse is used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try to determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. We've gone through the victim's computer and his case notes indicate he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Spilling corpse secrets, not the wisest career choice. That'll get you killed quick. Scientists don't make good criminals. Mission item added, warehouse office key. Tell me about it. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his courtmaster's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. Here's the office key. Check it out for yourself if you want. Objective complete. New objective, investigate the murder scene. This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. Inspect the comb. The comb is black plastic and has some wiry gray hairs stuck in it. What's that about? The computer is locked with a two-factor encryption key. Decking 4. Send a dummy token upstream and packet sniff what returns. The auto-crack in your DEX program easily pieces together a real token from the data within the returning authentication key. The cyber terminal unlocks. Read the notes for case file number 95. Case file number 95, Federated Boeing jetliner IDN number 2305, corporate owner Ares. The plane had several mechanical issues, resulting in a mayday at 3:04 a.m. on June 17, 2053. 2:45 a.m., the pilot reported that the altimeter was reading in the negative values. 2:49 a.m., the co-pilot takes over the controls as the pilot leaves the cabin to investigate the rear of the plane. 2:58 a.m., the pilot cannot be contacted or located by a plane steward. 3:04 a.m., the co-pilot radios in a mayday. 3:12 a.m., the plane crashes into an empty field in western North Dakota. Read the notes for case file number 96. Case file number 96, Pratt & Whitney, unmanned IDN number 327, corporate owner Ares. Summary, redacted. Time log, redacted. Read the notes for case file number 98. The file has been corrupted. Read the researcher's private notes. Mission item added, incriminating data. The notes that appear on screen pertain to NTSB case file number 96, the crash of an Ares jetliner near the UCAS and Sioux Nation border. The crash is reportedly the result of an equipment failure. Reading further into the investigator's notes, however, you find substantial evidence linking the crash to an experimental Renreiku research initiative. This information could be worth a great deal to the right buyer. You download the researcher's notes to your PDA. Leave the computer. Amazing. Incriminating data. Data found at the NTSB that shows Renreiku caused the crash of an Ares jetliner. Alright, nice. Let's talk to Dresden. Beavis, still working for the dead man? He chuckles. As you can see, we've got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like business is good for Dial-A-Morgue these days. So what's the story with this one? You look like you've been putting in some overtime, Dresden. What can you tell me about the victim? The victim's male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. And yes, I'm a little tired. Bodies have been piling up like cordwood, it seems. Cause of death, unknown. Several internal organs were removed from his body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure if the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue. so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Nice hole where his chest was, so it was on the butcher's shopping list. Not quite how I'd want to go out. Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Is McKlusky getting any closer to a suspect? How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Who is that woman over there? I'm going to take a look around. Is McKlusky getting any closer to a suspect? McKlusky couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McKlusky and get his gold detective shield. Plus, he'd love to see McKlusky suck it in front of his superiors. He's already tried to bribe me to keep information from McKlusky and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. It sounds like the Ripper is taking a different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there was massive damage in the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplants relatively easy, but it is an odd coincidence. But, as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find that more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. Who is that woman over there? No clue. She just showed up. Next of kin, I think. I'm going to take a look around. Good luck out there. Okay. Let's talk to her. Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop. She looks up, watching you warily. I'm independent. What's your relationship to the dead man? Nope. Who's the stiff? I see you've been praying. Do you know the deceased? Yes, he's my older brother. I've asked Bear to help me speak to him. She shakes her head, looking like one who has found herself lost for the first time in her life. But I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman? Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I could just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? There's got to be a way to force him to talk. I can tell you're used to shouldering a heavy burden, but maybe there's an easier way. Not so far as I can tell. Not among the living, anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others, other spirits who may be of help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she's searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? This warehouse contains the spirits of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. They wish to help, they wish to be heard, and I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find personal items that belonged to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. This better pay off. Of course. New objective. Find 2 haunted objects. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that's the actual point of the locker here. Inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, the hair on the back of your hand stands on end, and when you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest, hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. Nice. Let's go check out this room next. Are they actually... Is this person actually a Ripper victim? I can't tell yet, or if Renreiku just faked it. There's a large pile of old shoes on the ground next to the airplane seats. They could be discarded luggage or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. Dig through the shoe pile. Sorting through the shoes, you realize that there are 3 shoes with no matching pair: a left blue sneaker, a right red high heel pump, and a left black dress shoe. Inspect the dress shoe. The dress shoe is a black lace-up with a rubber sole. Inspect the high heel pump. The pump is a department store knockoff of an Italian brand. It is otherwise unremarkable. Inspect the sneaker. The sneaker is a child's and has a musty, sweaty smell. Oddly, you get a sort of shock as if from static electricity when you touch it. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the shoe. We found 2 haunted objects, but why would we stop here? It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. Dig through the trash. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered with the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the earring. Mission item added: steel earring. The earring is made out of burnished steel, formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You take the earring. Inspect the dented lunchbox. A dented tin lunchbox that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Inspect the cred stick. 200 new yen! Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into your PDA and 200 new yen is added to your account. Amazing. Can I get in there? Not yet, apparently. Not this one. Can I get in there? And that's also a no. Got anything new? What? If this was a court pit, why'd they leave the evidence on the computer? Good catch. That information's probably worth a fortune if you found a buyer. Alright, well, let's just go ahead and talk to her. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, here they are. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. When her eyes open again, they're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is all this? Officer Aguirre trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. Isn't it standard procedure to contact the next of kin? That's her brother. Makes it her business. Watch your tone. She's in mourning. Ma'am, consider yourself contacted. Now get the hell out. Come on. If we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Karma gained 5. Hey, that's exciting. I can actually do it. What do we want now? Do I get charisma to 4 as well? Yes, I did. Alright. Well, let's take another rank in body now. And let's have a chat with Shannon. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McKlusky from across the warehouse. But there's no helping it now. I should just be grateful you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. We'll come back later once the coast is clear. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for long. Not looking good now, but do you have any plans for this evening? A little breaking and entering, perhaps, under cover of darkness. You sure you're up for this? It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it, as long as you can deliver and make it worth my while. If it means your brother's killer doesn't take another life, then yes. Thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you know where to find the kinds of people we need. You could say that. The best money can buy. Just smile. Received 4,000 nuyen. Good. I'll put up the money if you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled nuyen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it out, then shoves the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong then. New objective, return to the Seamstresses Union. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Coyote looks tense. Hoi, Beavis, you in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star, same old thing. Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now. No problem, what do you need? Backup. Her jaw sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats. Ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. Sounds nasty. Get to it. She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers. Bad guys. They hooked him on high-amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since, trying to find him. You're on a crusade? I'm guessing you have a new lead. So? It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot, has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me, but we could use another hand. You in? I need you right now. On my way. You know the deal, Coyote. I work, I get paid. I'm working the Ripper thing, can't get distracted. On my way. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. Coyote's Crusade. The cluster of dilapidated buildings where Coyote told you to meet her appears to be the remnants of a public housing project. The buildings look like a cesspool filled with human debris. You find her standing with Paco on a street corner, eyeing the roofs, the doorways, the windows. Despite his attempts to engage her, Coyote barely says a word as the three of you weave your way through the tenements. She walks purposefully, her new cyber hand flexing open and closed with each step. It's unclear whether the action is voluntary or not. You circle around the back of a building and Coyote jumps up, grabs the bottom rung of a fire escape ladder and pulls it down. Without a signal, she starts her climb towards the roof. Paco looks at you worriedly and starts up the ladder. Alright. Thanks for meeting us, Beavis. I owe you one. No sweat. I figured you could use the backup. Maybe I can find a way to make this pay off. Let's get it done. I have a killer to find. Yeah, you never know what sort of firepower to expect in one of these BTL squads. She brightens. Oh, hey, listen, I got good news for you. You know Sam's sister, Jessica? One of my contacts found her for me while you were on your way here. I called her and asked her to meet you at the Union later today. Hope that helps. Good job, thanks. I thought I told you I didn't need your help with this. She looks at you, her scarred face soft. Least I can do. Alright, let's get this done. My cousin Gino should be in one of the squats past that door up ahead. I hear there's a whole lab set up in there. From my experience, there's usually a lookout watching for cops outside and a guard at the door inside. Like I said, don't know how much firepower to expect, but these guys are nasty, so stay on guard. I just want to get in, grab Gino, and get out. New objective, find and rescue Gino from the BTL pushers. Coyote and Paco must survive. Right behind you, babe. Let's do this. Alright. Now that is going to do it for this installment of Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, I hope you'll give it a like. Consider dropping a comment and subscribing to the channel. If you're interested, please check out my Discord and my Patreon. Those links are in the video description. But either way, I'm grateful for your time and attention. I appreciate you very much. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Take care.